everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to show you these Modelones gel polish colours. So I've bought a set which has got 16 pieces of colour gel and then 1 piece base coat, 1 piece top coat, so there's a total of 18. So when we open it, this is what it looks like. So we've got obviously a larger top and base, and then we've got the small little gel polish bottles here. I'm just going to pop one out for you to have a look closely at the bottle. So this is what the bottle looks like. They are very, very cute. They are 6 millilitres, and I will pop on screen how much this set cost me. I think it was about £20.99 or something like that. But they're very, very cute. I actually really like the shape of the lid. I don't know why. I just find that really good actually, that the top bit is a bit wider and then the bottom bit's slimmer. I don't know why I find that helpful, but it feels nice when you hold it. So the box has instructions at the top, which is really useful. So what I'm going to be doing over December is reviewing and showing you a few sets of things that you can get from Amazon, because they'll make good gifts for people. Obviously I'm a professional nail technician, so I don't buy anything like this for anyone that I know, because anyone that I know that is close enough to me comes to me for their nails anyway, so they don't need it. But these are great gifts for people that don't get their own nails done and they like to do them themselves, or even just a gift to yourself. If you don't have the time to go to a salon, or for any reason you don't want to go to a professional, like these are always a backup plan. So it gives real detailed instructions on the lid of how to use the contents of the box. I think it's quite useful actually. It's got pictorials as well, so there's pictures for you to see, and then there's obviously underneath it tells you what to do with them, and then down here it just gives some like tips that will help you get a better, longer lasting manicure. So I think that's really useful. I'm really, really sorry if I sound really, I don't really know how to explain it. I can hear it, but I'm not sure whether you'll be able to or not. I've actually got COVID at the moment. Today's the first day of having enough energy to basically sit up for long enough to do a video. So I'm making the most of it because I'm sick of doing nothing and just lying down all the time. So that is why I sound really dodgy. Obviously at the time of this video going up, well, I'm hoping by then I won't have COVID, because I do pre-record quite a lot of videos and then schedule them to go on my YouTube every 2 days. That's how I'm keeping on top of having so many uploads. So try not to worry. Hopefully by the time you are watching this, in probably a week or 2 time after I actually recorded it, I will hopefully be better and as normal. So I'm going to take all of these out of the box. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's going to take me ages because I've got long nails. And then we'll get straight into it. Okay, so I've taken them all out of the packaging. This is what they look like when they're not in the packaging. Then we've got the base and top coat. Obviously I'm not going to be using the base coat today because I am going to be painting the colours onto swatch sticks, and you don't really need a base coat to do that, but I will be using the top coat to see what sort of, I haven't actually opened this, so I'm not sure on the thickness or anything of how it seems. I like it so far. It's not really runny and I like that. That might just be because though my room is absolutely freezing cold, but never mind, we'll get into that and see how it fares when I'm coming to painting with it. So basically the way that I'm going to do this is, instead of doing it like a swatch video where I just swatch and show you pictures like I usually do with a swatch video, I'm going to do it more like a review, because I want, obviously the whole point of this is it's sort of like a gift idea video. I want it to be more like a review so you can see like my personal, what's it called, like, I can't think of the words that I'm trying to say, my personal, let's zoom in a little bit, opinion, that's what I was trying to look for, that's the word I was looking for. So you can see my personal opinion on what I think of the colours. So this one is called Ice Bar. So I just want to say as well that I have got a few more of these videos coming. I think I've got some poly gel kits that I'm going to review. I'm going to do them on my own nails because, as you can see, I still haven't sorted out this middle nail that I broke ages and ages ago, and I have had these nails on for 2 weeks now. So as soon as I feel better and well enough to sit at my desk for long enough to take these nails off and do a new set, I am going to be doing a review of a poly gel kit. And I'm also going to be doing a review of a silk wrap kit as well. I have never actually used silk, so that's going to be more like a video of like seeing how easy it is basically for home users to use, because obviously even though I am technically a professional, I'm not at silk nails. I've never done them before, so I've got that kit coming soon, and then I'm going to do that to see how easy it actually is for people that are not professional at that specific product. So because I'm not, I thought I'd be a great person to test it out and show you how real, like, easy or difficult it is as a beginner in that respect. So this is the first coat of this colour. I'm going to pop this into the lamp, and then we'll do a second coat and see how it looks. Okay, so the box actually states that this is a 30-second cure colour, because it says here, apply a thin layer of base coat, cure for 2 minutes in the UV or 30 seconds LED. Then it says here, apply a thin layer of colour gel, cure as above. And then the top coat is 1 minute. So that's exactly what I've done. I'm following the manufacturer's guidelines, and I've cured that for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to zoom in now so you can see them more clearly. And now I'm going to go in with my second coat. I actually really like this one. It's quite nice. I think this would be a good one because you can either have it on its own for a nice sheer glitter look, or you could pop it over another colour and it would make it look nice and sparkly. I think I've zoomed in a little bit too much there. So that is called Ice Bar. That's the first one. I'm going to pop that into the lamp. I'm not going to top coat every single colour on camera because obviously top coat is the same like on every nail. It's not going to look any different like the colours will. So I will just top coat the one, that's this one, just to show you what the top coat kind of is like and how it works. So it does look quite thick, like no matter how much I put on the brush, it seems to be a really long process to get it to drip off. It's not really, I'm not having to chase it too much, it's not crazy. There we go, it's only just dripped after all that, and I had as much on my brush as I could possibly pick up then. So it's not really running. You can see here, look, it's quite thick. I like that. So we'll see how it works painting it on, how well it seems then. Okay, so let's have a look what it's like. I'm just going to brush off one side totally and then go in with that. So it is quite thick, but it spreads nice and easily. So it's not like I'm having to be really harsh with it and really drag it around the nail. It's moving really easily, even though it is a thicker gel. So that's that. I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 1 minute and then we'll get on to the colours now. Okay, so the next colour is called Strawberry Ice Cream. I'm excited to see what this one's like because usually if a colour is going to be rubbish, it is usually like the pale pink kind. So I think this is going to be the ultimate test of how good the coverage is of these gel polishes, because if anything's going to go wrong and look rubbish and wishy-washy, it's a pale pink. But actually I'm really impressed with this. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with that. I can't believe that's only one coat. That is actually really good. I can't believe I've got an ugly nail in that, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm really impressed with that actually. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp and then we'll do the second coat. Just wanted to quickly point out while that one's under the lamp, this is a no wipe top coat. It doesn't actually say on here that it is, but it is. I've just took it out of the lamp and it's not sticky or anything, so you don't need to cleanse after. It also says on the front that it's a UV top coat. Don't worry about that. It does cure under UV and LED, so don't need to worry about that. But it also says here, apply gel, cures under UV LED lamp for 30 seconds to 120 seconds. That makes it look like it's 30 seconds for UV and then 120 for LED, but it's not. I think they're just trying to cover themselves and just say, like, you know, if something goes wrong then it's kind of your fault because you didn't cure for the right time, because it says 30 to 120, but obviously it's dependent on lamp and stuff like that. But I am curing it for 1 minute because that is what the box states to do. So anyway, this is coat 2 of this what was it, strawberry ice cream? Yeah, strawberry ice cream. Really impressed with that. As I said, I'm not going to show you top coating of every nail because it's always going to be the same. So I'm going to move on to the next colour now, which is Classical, which is a really cute name. So obviously, like I said, it's always the pale colours that I worry about with, with coverage. So we'll see how this one fares up as well. Okay, so this is Classical and it's coat number 1. Again, I'm actually very impressed. I'm not impressed with the fact that I've left a hair on my pop stick. I'm not sure how I managed that, but there you go. Just remove that hair. And then we'll have a proper look. I actually am very impressed with this in terms of coverage, because like I said, pale colours are the ones that are usually a nightmare, but we've got a little bit here that's not 100% cover, but it's one coat. I imagine that after the second one that will be perfect. Okay, so I've decided that for the rest of the colours I'm just going to show you me painting coat 1 and then show you what coat 2 looks like after it's already done, just to prevent some time, well, just to save some time, because obviously it's going to be a really long video if not, but that's what that one looks like. I'm really impressed with that one as well. Overall, I am actually really impressed with this kit so far. Obviously I can't comment too much because I've already done 3 colours, but I think for the price of it, and how many colours you get, so this one's called Dancing Cinderella, I think it is really, really worthwhile actually. Okay, so coat number 1 of Dancing Cinderella is here. Absolutely beautiful colour. It's got a slight lilac undertone, so I wouldn't say it's, obviously I can't comment yet because we've only got one coat on and the second coat could change it completely, but at the moment it has got that slight lilac undertone, so it's not, I don't know, I wouldn't say that it's a true grey, but it is a beautiful colour. Okay, so that's coat 1, looking fab already. Okay, that's 2 coats of Dancing Cinderella, so I am really still quite impressed with this kit actually. I decided to do it on clear pops because I thought that was like the ultimate test for testing out whether something's good coverage or not. Like if you put it on clear, it's definitely like the ultimate test, because obviously clear is see-through, so I didn't really want to put it on a opaque background because that would make them automatically look opaque. So I'm actually really impressed with how they look on the clear pops. I really wasn't expecting it from such a cheap brand. So Dreamy Summer is this one's name. So yeah, I'm really, really impressed actually. If anyone was wondering about whether to buy this for somebody for Christmas or just treat themselves, like if you do your nails at home or whatever, then yeah, it is really good. Obviously, as a nail technician, I sort of feel like I have to say that like you need to be really careful in regards to getting it on the skin. You don't want to cause allergies. Like if you don't do things like that correctly, then you could end up having an allergic reaction, and then you're literally allergic for life. And you've kind of stopped your chances of being able to have nails. So you do need to be really, really careful and make sure you're doing everything 100% the way it's supposed to be done, just to keep yourself safe. But yeah, in terms of actual product, I really like how this one's turning out. Like the colours are fantastic. I'm just top coating while I'm chatting. The previous colour. I'm actually really impressed with it. I don't know why, but I just wasn't expecting, I don't know, just wasn't expecting it to be this good coverage, if I'm honest. I don't know whether that's just me being a brand snob, and because this was so cheap I wasn't expecting good things, but there you go. Sometimes you get proved wrong even as a professional, so I will admit that I am wrong and I'm very impressed with this kit. Okay, so that's that colour. That one was called Dreamy Summer. It's a beautiful colour actually, I really, really like that. It may be, I don't know if it's just my eyesight, but it might be showing up a little bit brighter on camera than it actually is. It's more like a pastel blue than a bright in your face, oh, I've got a little hiccup there, than a bright in your face blue. So if that's something you're after, then that is the perfect option. That is called Dreamy Summer. So next, we've got Afternoon Tea, which seems like a darker grey. So, oh my goodness, I can't seem to get into this one. I had to actually pause that while I fought to get into that colour. Okay, so Afternoon Tea, here we go. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm still waiting to come across one that's not full coverage. Like, every one that I do, I'm just waiting for it to be that colour. But we haven't got there yet. We have got bloody fluffy nails though, which is really frustrating, but what can you do? There we go. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp. Okay, so that's coat number 2 of Afternoon Tea. That's this one. I really like that one actually. I'm quite a fan of grey. So yeah, really like that one actually. Okay, so next we've got Poetry, which is a completely different shade this time. It's not any sort of grey. So let's go ahead with the first coat of that. Oh, I love this colour. This is just right up my street. I love colours like this. That's also good for one coat. So I'm impressed with that one as well so far. Let's put that in the lamp. Okay, so that's 2 coats of Poetry. Really love that one. It's lovely. Okay, so next up we've got Lavishly Loved. Apparently COVID has affected my my ability to read. Okay, so here we go with the first coat of that. I'm surprised at how well this one's covered, because it looked, even just on the brush, like it was going to be sort of one of those wishy-washy pinks, but actually it's quite nice. I think this would be lovely for a French manicure. Okay, so this is 2 coats of Lavishly Loved. I think this is the first and only one so far that I have not been 100% happy with, but like I said, it's still great value. The only reason I've not been 100% happy is because I think it probably would look slightly better with 3 coats, but I am really impatient when it comes to painting on coats of gel, and obviously the more coats you put on, the thicker a nail gets, and I don't like thick nails, so I am one of those people where if I buy a colour that takes more than 2 coats, I generally don't use it. So I'm not going to paint it on again and see if 3 coats is perfect, because 2, to be fair, is like, you can cope with 2. It's not terrible. So that's what that one looks like. You can't quite really see it on camera that it's not 100%, but it's only really this area here where the groove is and where the arch starts just there, so that might have something to do with it, but still a lovely colour. Still impressed with the kit so far. Okay, next colour we've got Morandy Grey. Okay, so we're going to go in our first coat of this colour. It actually looks very different than it does on the bottle. The bottle makes it look green. The grey in the bottle, as you can see, is actually a lovely shade of definitely grey. This is a beautiful grey, real cool toned one. So you've got like your warm grey with the bluey purple undertone, and then you've got one with cool undertones, which is perfect. Okay, that's 2 coats of the grey. Absolutely beautiful. Really like that one. Okay, next one is called First Love. It's a really nice pale pink. Okay, so I'm going to go with 1 coat of this. I'm seeing this as a French manicure colour as well, actually. That's what I thought. Oh god, I can't talk. I first thought of as it came out of the bottle. And to be fair, for that sort of colour, it's clearly a sheer sort of pink. It's good coverage actually for 1 coat. I think that's going to be good in 2. Okay, so that's 2 coats of First Love. Really impressed with that. Lovely French manicure colour. That's definitely what I'd use it for. Very impressed that it's perfect in 2 coats, because colours like that can be quite tricky. So next we've got Pretty Girl, which is more of my type of colour. It's beautiful. It looks really sheer. I don't know whether you can tell from how I took that out of the bottle then, but it looks like it's going to be a sheer colour, so I'm not holding out much hope for this one being full coverage. But I do think that sometimes we need to bear in mind that not all colours are supposed to be full coverage, and this is certainly one of those colours. So yeah, what I was saying was not all of like every gel polish that's ever made is supposed to be a full coverage gel. So by all means we need to give it the benefit of the doubt, because you can easily use this as a jelly polish. It's obviously not full coverage, which is a shame because it is the type of colour that I'd really like, but like I said, we can use that for some sort of nail art anyway, so it's not an issue. Okay, so that's 2 coats of Pretty Girl. I'm not going to bother, I keep layering it up and putting loads of coats on because like I said, I'm quite impatient anyway, but also because it's actually perfect coverage. It's not opaque obviously, but in terms of like coverage of how it looks as a sheer colour, it's actually quite good. It's not streaky and stuff like that, so you could use it as a sheer colour, like a jelly colour, or even just over a natural nail. So it looks, oh, I forgot to put that in for the top coat, so it looks like a a natural overlay instead of something crazy. Like if you're not allowed nails or anything, it'd be perfect for that. So the next one is Bing Cherries. Let's just give that a quick shake. And then let's have a look. Ooh, this one looks beautiful. I really hope that this one is a full coverage. Okay, let's get into this one and see if it's as beautiful, oh wow, on a nail as it is in that bottle. Honestly, I am being absolutely haunted at the moment by bits in my gel. I'm clearly not doing very well of getting off the dust off the stick after I've buffed it. I think for my own sanity I might just stop buffing it because it's just stressing me out now. Look at all this. What is this? Anyway, seems okay coverage for now. We'll see whether the second coat really enhances it. Okay, let's see where we are with 2 coats of this. So actually, if you look at it on the nail compared to the brush, it's really, what's the other word I'm looking for? It's more like a plum wine type of colour instead of a really deep rouge, which is what it looks like in the bottle. Either way, I'm really happy because I love those types of colours. But yeah, just looks slightly different on the nail than it does in the bottle. So it's not perfect coverage in 2. I don't know whether you can tell on the camera, but I will try and capture it. It is slightly patchy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it, but up here we've got a bit that's a little bit see-through. But if I put my finger underneath, it is perfect coverage. So actually that is, there you can see it here at the top, that is something that obviously might be solved by having a nail underneath it instead of being on a clear pop. So yeah, it's all good. So next up we've got Quiet Lake, which looks very different to any of the colours that I've already swatched so far. Oh, so it's more like a pastel. So we'll go ahead and see what that looks like. I'm actually not going to even bother, what's the word, buffing my tips anymore, just because it seems to be causing me more problems than it's helping. So I'm not even going to do that because, to be quite honest, I just don't have the energy right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint it straight on to that shiny tip, which, to be honest, I usually do anyway. I don't really know why I've suddenly got into buffing these because I've never had any problems with it in the 6 years I've been doing it. That is a beautiful colour. I'm really, really happy with that one. Love that, and that is perfect coverage in 1 coat. Okay, so that's 2 coats of Quiet Lake. Absolutely beautiful colour. Obviously it looks perfect because it did after 1 coat, so it's nothing to explain there. Very, very impressed with that one. So next up we've got Taro Milk. Does anyone know what taro milk is? I might actually give that a Google after this video. So anyway, it's like a lavender. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to see this one actually. Let's get going. Okay, so taro milk. Oh bloody hell, I forgot to wipe this pop. Even when I don't dust it. Even when I don't buffer, sorry. Even when I don't buff it, I still managed to do this to myself, but here we are. It's all good. Now we've got little black hairs, of course. Honestly, when's the best time to mess up? I do a YouTube video where loads of people can see. Anyway, you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to blame it on the fact I'm not feeling very well, even though it doesn't link to that whatsoever. So that's the first coat of that, lovely lavender colour. Okay, so that's 2 coats, absolutely perfect coverage, and for a colour that light, I'm really impressed with that. So that is Taro Milk. Next up, we've only got 2 left, and then I will insert some clips of all the gels next to each other and also some photos as well. So Green Apple Paradise is next. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Well, it's a very green. I'm being biased here. I don't do green, so it's going to be difficult for me to be like, yeah, this is amazing. But in terms of like opacity, and I don't know if that's a word or not, but we're going with it. In terms of things like that and stuff, and how it holds up like that, I am very impressed. For such a pale colour, that is quite good for 1 coat. So we'll pop that in the lamp and we'll see what it looks like after 2. Okay, again, another colour that is perfect in 2 coats, and we've only got 1 left. Okay, so last but not least, we've got chocolate this time. This is the last one out of the set, and it is, in the bottle that is, the perfect chocolate colour. So let's see how it looks. Okay, so coat number 1, let's have a look. This is literally the colour of chocolate. Doesn't get much more chocolate-like than this colour. So they've definitely named that one perfectly. Coverage seems okay for the first coat, so I'm happy so far. Let's see how it fares up after the second. Okay, so that's 2 coats of chocolate. Beautiful colour, beautiful coverage. So overall, I'm very impressed. So I just thought I'd show you what the base coat is like, because obviously I haven't used that within this video. And if you're thinking of buying this kit, then you're going to want to know what everything's like. So just want to say the top coat, my room is a little bit warmer now, so it has gone thinner and it is much easier to use when it's slightly thinner. But even though it's a little bit thinner now because my room's not as bad, it's still a good thickness, like it's not really runny and falling about all over the place. So the base coat is thicker than the top coat. It is, it does drip easier and quicker than the top coat, but base coats usually are thinner, so there's nothing like really wrong with that. And the brushes, I must say, actually, in both bottles, these brushes are perfect because they are just the right shape. They've got a slight arch here, so as you're using that on your nail, it'll fit. I'm not touching my nail, by the way, it just looks like I am. It will fit perfectly here, and it'll be really easy for you to get a perfect cuticle area. Okay, now I'm touching my nail because I'm looking through the bloody camera and not at my phone and not at my hand. Okay, I just thought if you're going to keep having a flash of my nail, my horrible nail, then I best at least file it a little bit so it doesn't look quite as gross. So anyway, my point was that the brushes, bristles are the perfect shape, because obviously once you push that down, obviously I haven't prepped or anything, but once you push that down on your nail, they will flare out, and then it's the perfect shape for the cuticle area for you to be able to get a nice shape at the cuticle, and then it's easy enough for them to spread and get down the side walls. Really, really, really nice, easy shape to that brush. It's beautiful. I really, really like those. So yeah, the top coat and base coat, really good. Obviously I can't comment on the lasting power of the base coat because I haven't put it on my actual nails, and well, I have, but I'm not leaving it there. Haven't used it on actual nails yet, so if anyone wants to see a video of how long they last, I will potentially put some on a couple of nails and just test it out for a week or 2. Probably not 2 because I can't keep anything on for that long, but I'll test it out for a week for you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you managed to watch all of it, then congratulations, because I am well aware that it's a really long one. So obviously I'm going to show you all of the colours put together. They are absolutely beautiful. I like all of them. Very, very impressive, this set. So if anyone is wondering about what to get someone within their family for Christmas and you think that they might be into something like this, then definitely go for it. I will definitely recommend it. It's brilliant value for the money. You get all of these colours and a base and top coat, and I think that is absolutely fab, because obviously even though the nail polishes are only 6 millilitres, I think that'd last you quite a long time just doing your own nails, especially when you're going to wear a different colour every time and not the same one over and over again. So anyway, I will leave a few clips at the end of the different colours, just move them around so you can see them in slightly different lights, and I will also take some photos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care. I'll be back soon. Bye.